imagination and fantasy.
Yeah.
There's so much imagination, there's so much fantasy and flair. Imagination and flair, lack a bit of imagination and fantasy. Imagination and fantasy.
Yeah.
There's so much imagination, with so much fantasy and flair. Imagination and flair, lack a bit of imagination and fantasy.
Yeah. Good evening.
Good evening.
Welcome back to episode
16.
16, I want to say.
Yep.
As if we've made it to 16 episodes.
As if we've actually blown up, Joe.
We have.
So Zimmer last week did us very good.
We've nearly got 300 views on YouTube.
We do, and so last week we had about 450 views combined on Podbean and YouTube.
Yep. I think we've made it.
I think
this is our peak.
No, I think we're gonna go up from here. I think.
No, we're not going to get any bigger, I don't think.
Okay, this is just we've reached our audience.
I think so. There's also whispers of a special guest next week as well.
There is. We are in the rumblings.
But he had work this week.
Okay.
So we're going to try next week with him.
For sure.
Yeah.
Zimmer was a very good guest.
He was.
He knows a lot about the alien.
I enjoyed having Zimmer on.
I did.
Like learning about like the bomber nickname.
Yep.
His pre-game rituals and diet.
Yep.
It was a good insight.
It was.
But so tell us about the shirt you're wearing, Trent. You've got a nice vintage Glory top.
The shirt I'm wearing. This is this is the top that the Glory remade. You know, they did like a remake. I think this was the first ever kit, to be honest.
It'd be like one of them.
Yeah,
like,
I think it is the first ever one.
For our audio listeners, Trent's wearing like a 2000 Cup of Glory kit.
Yeah.
With like the chicken tray
Massive
sponsor.
chicken tree, yeah.
Yep.
It is a little bit large, but so every time like there's a few people I will see walking around the Glory wearing this exact top, and they usually give me like a shout. It's a bit odd, but you know, it's just
it's like me, like because I drive like a Fiat.
Okay.
And like when I drive past like another Fiat, like with the same like model as mine, I give them like little like thumbs up.
Okay.
And like I always get one back. So it's like a similar thing.
that doesn't happen when I drive my Golf.
Yeah, because like everybody has like your Golf, nobody has like my car.
Okay, that's true. That's true.
But what else are we talking about?
All right, Joe. So
the news.
The news. Well,
Tame Impala.
Yes.
Has a new album out.
Yes.
Finally. I was so stoked like when
good?
it came out.
Have you listened to it?
It's good.
Okay.
My expectations were very high for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like probably too high.
Right.
But like it didn't meet those expectations, but it was still like a great album.
Okay.
But yeah, no, some like the best songs for me, I can borderline.
So Borderline's from the new album?
Yeah.
Okay, because I've listened to that.
Yeah, because that's been out for a while.
Right.
But yeah, like I feel like
like
if Kevin Parker just like if he didn't release all the hits from his new album like 3 months ago and release them like last week, I think the feel of the album would have been a lot better.
Yes.
But yeah, like Kevin Parker, if you're listening, like you're a local boy, come on the podcast.
Come on the podcast, please.
I also announced AJ Tracey's touring Australia as well.
You can talk about this.
So is Tame Impala, he's touring as well.
Okay. Should we go?
I'm going to both. I've got my tickets.
You didn't ask me.
That's where you can. Well, it's a free country. You can buy a ticket.
Okay, that's true. Yeah.
But yeah, Tame Impala's touring like most major cities.
Okay.
Probably not Adelaide because it's Nah, I'm joking.
Are you joking? Though?
I'm not Lucy
Zelich isn't joking. Though.
But AJ Tracey, he's touring most capital cities as well.
Okay. Joe, you're wearing Birkenstocks
I bought some Birkenstocks today.
at your lunch break at work.
On my lunch break, walked like down the road.
Okay.
Yeah, bought some.
Are they comfortable?
I'm still wearing them in, so like at the moment they hurt a little bit.
Okay.
But I think it's worth the investment.
Fair enough.
They're pricey though. Like
How much were they?
like have a guess.
200.
You're not far off.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah.
What's the? All right, tell me
I
what
don't
is
know.
the big deal?
I just
Are they leather?
yeah.
Okay.
Like I'm not gonna show you guys.
No,
That's
we don't want to see
disgusting.
Joe's feet.
No,
Then
I actually got I got my feet pedicured in Bali though, so my feet are like actually not too bad.
Okay, well, how much was the pedicure?
Oh, like do you want it in Indonesian rupiah or like Australian?
Indonesian rupiah.
It was like 80,000.
Okay.
Or 8,000. No, it would have been 80,000. So it would have been like $10.
Okay.
But the lady did a good job.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah. Big ups pedicures in Bali.
Big downs to $200 Birkenstocks.
No, because I got the pedicure.
Yep.
Me wearing Birkenstocks is better because my feet look better.
Okay.
In a way.
In a way.
Yeah.
Joe,
It's enough about feet.
you wanted to talk about Holden are losing their jobs and they should all start a podcast.
Yeah. Don't call me political.
Okay,
This might be a bit political.
I'm not calling
But
you
like
political.
any of like the Holden guys who like lost their jobs, if you want some like I don't know, just make a podcast. You might make some money off that. Like in the meantime, whilst you're trying to find another job. I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I just thought I'd throw that in.
So Joe, I'm actually this week I've appreciated your your ingenuity when it comes to podcasting. Because the way we would do it is I just come here and talk. Joe does all like the technical things in terms of like plugging the mics in and recording.
Yeah, and like uploading, editing, all that kind of thing.
Joe does everything.
Because Trent's too late. I don't know.
Okay.
Like Trent's offered to do it, but
I've offered to do it, but I think you found your niche.
Yeah.
So anyway, the point I'm getting at is we talked about last week that I'm on a separate podcast.
yeah, because Trent went on loan once a week.
I went on loan once a week, and I had to like plug the mics in. Very tough. Very tough.
Very technical stuff.
Very technical. So Joe, I think you should add into your LinkedIn profile that you're
I think I might have
podcasting technician.
I might have to do that.
Okay.
Because you never know.
And now I need to buy a new computer because my computer doesn't work. I'd love some recommendations.
I'm thinking about. I want to when I want to upgrade my Mac, I want to get like a MacBook Pro.
Okay.
Because like when I edit the videos for YouTube, it takes like an hour
To process.
and like I feel like my computer's about to blow up.
That. Okay.
Because like it's like a jet engine. It's so
fan,
loud.
yeah.
It's insane.
Okay.
And like I want to play Football Manager without it taking like forever to load.
That is true. I think you should upgrade to a MacBook Pro.
One day, maybe.
I want to get a Surface Book because this is Surface Pro.
I can't do Windows.
Surface Pro, like horrendous. They're really good for like taking notes, but yeah.
I just hate Windows.
Okay, I like Windows.
Not like glass Windows.
Okay.
Just like the Windows operating system.
Is that why your house is very dark? All right.
No comment.
What
What else was in the news?
So the real news was that Valverde wants to coach in Australia.
And yeah, the ex-Barcelona coach.
Is it Enrique?
Ernesto.
Ernesto Valverde.
Yeah, no, I could see him coming to Australia.
I love his statement was just like, life's too short. I want to coach in Australia.
Yeah. No, because like Gombau could talk him up as well, because like they'd be mates from like when they worked at Barca. For
It's
sure,
true.
100%.
I mean, he could get an offer in the Premier League, I'm sure. So
Yeah, but like England's
love
like
Sydney.
miserable. Like, it's like raining all the time.
well, I think that's his point. He
There's
wants
like
a
no
good,
beaches.
He wants a
like
good
it's a great
lifestyle.
country, but like Australia's better. Australia's the best country in the world.
So, I think Simon Cox post something on Twitter? The new Western Sydney signing is like, I thought Australia was awesome weather, and we had like a thunderstorm that pushed back the game.
Yeah, but like to be fair, like the weather on the east coast of Australia has been pretty messed up recently.
It has been affecting the football.
Yeah, and it's been affecting more than the football.
It has.
Yeah,
It has.
unfortunately.
Unfortunately, we only talk about the football here.
We talk about life.
So we're gonna post a Ultimate Shagateer exclusive episode for the month.
Yeah, so
I'm not sure of the topic though.
for our Patreons, like we try to do an extra extra secret podcast for them, like 5 to 10 minutes.
Yep.
And that's exclusive to our $5 tier.
Yes.
So
We posted one for everyone just so they could all get a taste.
So yeah,
haven't
we
shouted out
we
the
actually
patrons.
shout out the Patreons.
Joe, can you read them out this week?
So we actually welcomed 2 more this week, but from the top they are Andrea, Ben.
First, full names.
No, their first name. Or do they want
Yeah, they want their full names.
Or do they want it confidential?
No, they want their full names.
Okay, we got Andrea. It's just her first name. That's up there. Ben Krizik, Ben Robson, who new this week.
Big ups to
welcome.
Ben Robson.
David Clark, Fraser Marnham, Glenn Oliviero, Jacob Colangelo, Jordan Smith, Jordan Waters, Cardia Stowart, Natasha Williams, Taylor Morris, and Tom Kavanagh.
Okay.
Cheers for giving us money, guys.
We've still got 4 unpaid. But
No, because that charges at the end of the
Charge
month.
at the end of the month.
So that's
Okay,
why.
Fair enough.
But yeah, we might do a giveaway next week. I'll organise that.
Should we? So we do have 2 Sokkah Pod t-shirts that classify as merch.
Yeah, I don't wear it. Like, I've worn it once.
I kind of want to wear it more.
You could have worn that tonight.
I've already worn it on our film episode.
Okay, is there anything else we need to
The
address?
A-League memes posted some very good Valentine's Day content.
Like, just recently, A-League memes have been doing great stuff.
Great stuff. So who's our patron that's an admin on A-League memes?
I think that's confidential. Like, I don't know. No,
Okay,
it's one of them. It's one of them.
Okay.
People probably know who it is anyway.
I don't want to leak any confidential information.
Yeah, like the other week, Trent said like something confidential, and I had to like edit the podcast, so like he didn't have to say like.
I was probably going to lose my job, but that's alright.
Yeah, well, you could just work here full time.
That's true. Okay, Joe, now someone called us out in the week how we pronounce a certain word that was derby.
Okay, yeah. So like on the West Coast, we say derby.
Okay.
It's like the long distance derby.
I presume other people call it the derby.
Yeah, but derby just sounds weird.
So derby's very AFL to me.
I reckon derby's more AFL. I don't know. I don't know. It's a word.
Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words we're going to pronounce and see how you pronounce them.
Okay, this is new to me.
So data or data?
I say data. No, data.
So like I'm a data scientist, so I have to say this word all the time.
Yeah, data. Yeah, I say data.
I used to go back and forth, but I say data.
Yeah.
Potato
Yeah.
or potato?
Yeah, no one says potato.
Okay. No one say potato. Okay.
No.
Beta or beta?
Beta.
I think I say beta.
Oh. I'm just going to move this way.
Tomato. People say tomato, and people say tomato.
Tomato. No one says, like, tomato.
Yeah, but okay.
Like, I feel like people say that, but, like, no one actually says it. I don't know. It's like a cliche saying,
Okay.
I think.
Pasta.
Pasta.
Or pasta.
Pasta. It's like the same, nearly. Just
Yeah,
like,
but I think
Because
a true
we're-
Italian would say pasta.
Yeah, because we're both Italian, we've probably, like, grown up saying pasta.
Yeah, but I think recently I said pasta and I wasn't very happy.
Or did you look yourself in the mirror after that?
Yeah, I said it on the podcast and not pleased.
Oh. I'm surprised you didn't get me to, like, edit it out.
You've only edited out one thing, I've told you. Only one?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, one thing.
Okay. Oh no, we had to edit out one thing that Francis said,
Yeah.
which is that was you wanted to edit out. So
Yeah.
okay. Should we move on to the games?
Yeah. The first game? What was that?
Friday night, a blockbuster. Adelaide and Central Coast Mariners. Adelaide ran away 2-0 winners.
I was having drinks after work for this game.
Okay.
But I watched the extended highlights, courtesy of KO Sports. Big ups.
Thank you. Mariners had lots of injuries, I think, but they do have lots of injuries. George Blackwood scored an absolute screamer.
What do you have to... Because you like to criticise George Blackwood.
I do like to criticise George Blackwood. This, a lot better. I want to see more of it, George.
It's like amazing.
Amazing.
Top bins.
So I think everyone that I really like focus on and point out usually do better the next week.
It's the soccer podcast curse. That's what I like to say.
So I don't know who I'm going to be... I've bagged Dimarini, the Western Sydney coach, but like... I don't know how I can really other coach. They're more of a player.
But like we bagged... who'd we bag? And they scored like the next week.
Hoffman.
Yeah, Hoffman. We bagged Hoffman, scored the next week. We bagged what's
Murray.
his name? Jordan Murray, he scored the next week.
Yeah.
We
Possibly
bagged
Matt Miller.
the Brisbane... No, what's his name? Roy O'Donovan. We
Yeah.
bagged him, he scored for Brisbane when he was there.
Right, okay.
But yeah, it's like a good curse.
It's a good curse. So
Yeah.
Blackwood, it's constructive criticism, mate, if you're watching, George. I don't think it will be, but
Maybe.
Scored
We
a banger.
get a few viewers from Adelaide.
we do. Now, Joe, that was 2 episodes ago, I was talking about...
Yeah, just about the goal.
Okay.
It was like top bins, like it curled and all that, but there was so much pace on it as well. Like it wasn't like a slow curl into the top bins. It was proper like whipped in. Lovely.
It was a proper whip.
Yeah.
So, the young Mohamed Toure got on the score sheet, 15 years old.
That's crazy.
We didn't talk about Al Hassan Toure broke his foot, is out for like 3 months, 2 to 3 months.
That's bad.
Young Mohamed Toure, absolute baller.
That's actually insane. Like when I was 15, I was like, what, year 11?
Yep.
Like that's just like
Playing seconds at Trinity College.
I would 15. I was playing I was
10.
playing in the year 10 A squad.
The 10
I was a
squad.
belt. I was such a good right back in the day.
You were.
Yeah.
It went downhill from there though.
Went downhill after. Yeah. I tried to cut it as a striker at a 16s NPL team. Played 2 weeks and gave up.
Yeah, I'm so surprised you made it though. Shout out Sterling Lions.
Shout out Sterling Lions. If you still need like a striker to come down, like I'll get it. I don't even have boots anymore.
Do you not wear boots to play five-a-side?
No, I got like soft
Like turf.
Though I got turf ones. I got them for like $30 from Gym Kid again. Gym Kid Sports, like their prices are insane.
All right, Joe. I think we should talk about the Toure brothers.
Yeah.
Are there any other better brothers in the A League? We've got the Bacchus brothers. Quite good.
Considering like they haven't played together yet.
They have, not like this season, because
Okay.
there was a period where they were both at Western Sydney. So.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about the Toure
Oh,
brothers.
okay, Toure brothers. Okay.
Yeah, they
yes.
haven't played together yet. Maybe that'd be insane when they're back to
They
playing
would.
together.
They would. Definitely.
Imagine if they're like Colo and like Yaya Toure. You get like the Toure chant going. That'd be sick.
I think you definitely could get a Toure chant going.
It's like when Glory had like both Williams brothers,
Edwards brothers, sorry.
Edwards brother, yeah, whoever. Yeah.
Shout out
So-
Cameron Edwards, great bloke. Hope he's watching. I think
Is
he might have followed us on some sort
Get
of
him on the pod.
social media.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could
Cam
do that.
Edwards, if you're listening, just send us a message on like Instagram or like wherever.
Yeah.
It's the same with you, George Blackwood, and Mohamed Toure, if you're listening.
Or Al Hassan.
Oh, Al Hassan.
He's more busy because he's injured.
Wouldn't he be less busy?
Oh, sorry. That's what I meant. He's less
Yeah.
busy. I'm good. So the Popovich brothers.
Oh no, they're probably one of the worst. ones.
I'd have to agree. What about the Petratos brothers? I don't mind.
It's only Dimmy really.
Costa as well.
Costa hasn't really done much. There's
You know,
another one.
there's a girl that plays in the girls' team.
Yeah, like the whole family's in like Newcastle.
Oh,
That's
that-
so wholesome.
Very wholesome. That's like how Van Egmond was
The coach and then like the daughter as well.
the daughter
hey?
plays for Newcastle.
She scored for like the Matildas during the week.
She did.
didn't watch it. I want to try and make an effort to get into the Matildas.
Okay.
Because that's a market we can like get into.
So, my father doesn't like Ante Milicic at all, and I think
Why is this?
it's rubbing off on me.
Your father's a very like controversial. Like he has a few controversial opinions.
I tend to take on his opinions. So, for some reason, yeah, no. I really can't explain why I don't like Ante Milicic. I can explain why I don't like Jean-Paul Di Marini. Ante Milicic is, he's not proven. And the Matildas at times can play some rubbish football. So they've got some good results against poor teams.
Yeah.
When it comes to tough opposition,
Yeah.
I don't think they've done enough.
Like the Matildas are like Tottenham. Like they always get like their chance, but they never take their chance.
Right.
It's like it's their history.
History.
Just like this is like my indoor soccer team as well.
Okay.
On Thursday night we were winning 2-0. I scored a goal, belter. We were playing like all good. The game goes for like half an hour. 5 minutes to go, we're winning 2-0.
Yep, the Caltex Skilleroos Joe's indoor team.
Yeah, 5 minutes to go, winning 2-0. We lost 4-2.
You ran out of stamina.
It's our history.
Okay, so you're a losing club.
Yeah, we're like Tottenham.
Okay.
And maybe the Matildas are that as well.
I think so.
Because like they've always got a good team, make like World Cup and all that, but they always like lose at the final thing.
True. I don't think Ante Milicic. I would have preferred the stage man back in charge.
Oh, 100%. Like the way Stage Man was sacked, like who knows what happened there. And I think there's like a general consensus that nobody wanted him gone anyway.
Yeah, we could. Yeah,
Because there was stuff going on behind the scenes, like alleged stuff.
Allegedly, there's allegedly some sort of.
Just on a tangent as well. Did you see the Brisbane Roar away fans at Western United?
No. I was on a wine tour on Sunday.
The Brisbane travelling away fans, they had a chant for Mark Rudan.
Right.
About an alleged USB, which was allegedly found.
Okay.
And about an alleged out-of-court settlement.
Right.
All alleged.
Was it a good chant?
It was a good chant, yeah.
Okay.
I think I retweeted it.
Can we add it to our? Oh, so we have an intro on YouTube now.
Yeah.
Did we have one last week?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Can you add it to the intro on
I
YouTube?
can't. What intro?
Like the chant. Our YouTube intro.
I'm not. I can't be bothered doing that.
Okay.
If you want to edit the video, sure thing.
Okay.
But
worries.
like, yeah.
So, Adelaide 2-0 winners against the Mariners. Yeah. Mariners, lots of injuries. We can all acknowledge that.
How did Mark Beerers play?
He pulled off a few good, decent saves. I mean, Mariners, for the most part, were always in this game, because obviously the two late goals from Adelaide.
Yeah.
And it was kind of back and forth. But Adelaide, we talk about them slightly inconsistent. I actually thought Opseth played decent this game. Halloran was good.
Could we just say Stefan Mork playing at right back? What's going on there?
Because Ryan Strain's a potential flog.
But I thought like Mork was like a more like attacking midfielder.
He's more of a box-to-box midfielder.
Okay, now...
So I think that I can kind of see... I mean, I wouldn't play him right back. I'm not even the head of Gurchan Verbeek.
You're not? Yeah, I can confirm that.
Okay. But Blackwood as a number 10, well, I don't know. Potentially good.
You know who I like? Tonic from Mariners. I just like him.
He's actually quite dangerous from corners in this game.
He just seems very likeable. I reckon he'd be like a good mate.
I think he would. Chris Howard first start as well.
Yeah, he played... How did he play?
Not too bad. Guy's getting an opportunity. I do like Steinsness. I get confused seeing this guy called...
Steinman?
Steinman plays for Wellington.
Yeah.
Stensness, I think Stensness.
Is this Stensness? Yeah, this is.
He's quite impressive. But yeah, lots of injuries for the Mariners. Ziggy Gordon's actually pretty good. Pretty solid. Him and Tonya.
I think he was at fault for the Mohamed Toure goal.
Okay.
Because like Toure, he was just like standing still.
Yeah.
Like there was like...
In the box.
Like you didn't like... Whoever was marking the front post, he could have like easily like moved like a metre to the left and like cut out that pass.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, like, because like Toure was just like standing like still in the 6-yard box and like had all the time in the world.
That is true. So Joe, this game was filmed in Italy, and you showed me a very good commentary.
It was filmed in Australia. Man said A-League's filmed in Italy.
There was Italian commentary.
Okay.
You never pick me up on things like this. You're
every,
on the ball tonight.
Every week you say something like that, which is like false, but I let it go.
So now you're picking me up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's an Italian sports channel called Sport Italia.
Okay.
It's like one of the lower end sports channels, and every week they telecast one A-League game with like Italian commentary and everything, and they just happened to pick up the Adelaide Central Coast game.
Yep.
And the guy's commentary for the like Toure goal was
Superb.
like insane, and like it's gone like viral, like in like soccer Twitter in like Australia.
Okay.
Not sure how like worldwide viral it's got, but like it's good to see like A-League getting like telecast in like other countries with like
100%.
their commentary as well.
Yeah, superb.
because like I'd rather the Italian commentary than like half the Fox Sports guys.
Simon Hill's the only commentator I like.
Yeah, because like Simon Hill's like insightful, but like he can't. He's not. Doesn't. No one gets like too excited.
No.
But like if you have like an Italian commentator, they go crazy.
I think Simon Hill with an Italian commentator. So it's the commentator. The Italian commentator reacts to the goals, and Simon Hill is just giving his information.
I see that happening.
Okay.
But, like I like Brenton Speed.
Yeah, I do like Speed.
But like I like Speedy when he's commentating soccer.
Speedy.
But he also commentates AFL as well.
He commentates
and rugby.
basketball.
He's
all over the place.
I know he does rugby as well. But like one time I was watching like GWS play, and like Speedy was commentating like AFL, and it just felt weird. Like,
odd.
Yeah, this like didn't seem right to me.
Yeah,
it's good. Like he loves his sport, obviously, rate that. But he just threw me off. It was like I don't know, like it just felt like deja vu. But it wasn't.
It wasn't. Okay.
Yeah, that's enough about Brenton Speed.
I think Adelaide, I'd say, probably deserved winners in the end. But the battle for that sort of 6th and 5th spot is certainly heating up.
Yeah, okay. I think Adelaide might make the top 6 now.
So
every week I say they won't make it, and I
Yep.
guarantee it.
you do. It's a Soccer Pod guarantee.
I'm gonna go back on that.
All right, Joe. We're going to move on to the Wellington and Melbourne City game.
We're gonna catch a flight to
Auckland.
not Wellington, Auckland.
15,000 people came, and I'm fairly certain it was Auckland. Great crowd. They really need to get this in Wellington.
Yeah, like this. I saw a good point being made, and it was like, should Wellington be changed to like the New Zealand Phoenix or something? Because like
no,
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Because but like if you're a Wellington team playing in Auckland, you know, it's just like
that is
weird,
true. I'd see
Maybe.
A-League where Auckland and Wellington do exist in A-League.
Maybe exactly. They have maybe a second Wellington team. Who
It's not a
knows?
New Zealand team.
That's what I meant. We're picking each other up on things now. I like that.
All right. So it was a disallowed goal that Steinman scored, and Melbourne City defence was standing like statues. I made a comment that it reminded me of the mannequin challenge because they were just frozen in the box.
Yeah.
Someone needs to put the mannequin challenge video or the music over.
Oh, this was a good
Simon's
who
disallowed goal.
got the assist?
For
You're talking about the disallowed goal.
Disallowed goal,
Okay,
yes.
yeah, offside, yeah.
Offside goal.
That was an iffy one because it took a deflection.
It was very iffy.
And then like it was off Hooper as well. But nah, like I think he got it.
So Ball's goal was Hooper assist. He was awesome.
Oh yeah, that goal by the Knicks, like great work by Hooper. They carried the ball from like halfway into like a dangerous area out wide. Great pass as well. Great movement by Ball as well.
The English frontman.
It's that English hyperlink between the two.
Yeah, for sure. Wellington do play. And we've been saying all along we like the way they play. They were aggressive. They forward passes very, very, very good. Melbourne City, Joe. They're not dangerous. I just don't rate them. I like Susayeta though, but
they're dangerous probably against like teams lower on the ladder. But I feel like
they're just not consistent.
Have they beaten many teams like in the top 4 or anything?
They're just inconsistent. So like they might, and so I think they haven't won 2 games in a row in a while. So they've gone alternating wins and draws and loss, wins and draws and loss.
Like yeah, they're dangerous. Like Berenguer, like I rate Luna, McLaren obviously.
But they're mentally, like as we talked about last week, they lack mental strength.
Yeah, they're like another Tottenham. It's like that.
Actually, it's a good example. Actually,
it's their history.
It's true.
But like, I don't think Craig Noon has lived up to expectations this year.
It's been underwhelming.
And like Susayeta, he's looking good.
I think he will come very good. I know Mom Bear's talking him up, very much so. Roston Griffiths he's probably better as a centre back, to be honest.
He's built for it, like for sure.
But they don't. Some games they just go behind. Like they'll just be on the back foot for some reason. They can't go back into the game. My conspiracy theory of the week, is Ufi Tale is a long lost cousin to Mads Mikkelsen.
And Mads Mikkelsen is...
Mads Mikkelsen. He was the villain in Casino Royale.
So you want one with like the scar, like
The
next to his
scar,
eye?
yeah, quite an iconic actor.
Who's my favourite Bond villain? the one... Oh, what's his name?
With the metal teeth.
Nah. That one was good as well.
What was he called?
Was
it the Shark?
Which one was that? No, it wasn't the Shark. It's like one of the most recent... Was that Skyfall? Yeah, it was Skyfall.
No. The one with the metal teeth was ages ago.
No, that was... No, there's one with like fake teeth.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that's Skyfall, isn't it?
Is it?
I'm pretty sure that's Skyfall.
Okay.
Like Quantum of Solace was... He's in Inglourious Bastards and like every good movie ever.
Oh, yeah.
Christoph Waltz.
Okay.
He's the one... He's Quantum of Solace.
Okay, Quantum of Solace.
I think...
No, we're not going to fact check this, but we'll go.
I think Skyfall's probably like one of the better James Bonds.
Casino Royale is so good.
I think Skyfall edges it. I love Skyfall.
Casino Royale is such a good movie. I can watch that all the time.
You know what I love? Like, every now and then I'll just like listen to like James Bond themes. Like,
There's Skyfall's a good one actually.
There's like playlists on Spotify.
Is that Adele?
Yeah, Skyfall is Adele.
Okay.
But there's one of the old ones. I think it's Dr. No. There's like Nobody Does It Better. It's a lovely song.
Okay.
We
should use it as an intro to our podcast.
We'll probably get flagged for copyright.
Yes.
And we'll get sued.
All right.
But no, James Bond themes. Some of them are absolutely amazing. But no, yeah, because the Dr. No one. Like James Bond, he like people are like chasing him down like a mountain. He's like skiing off them.
Yeah.
And he like just flies off like a cliff. And you're like, oh no, James Bond's gonna die and all that.
Yeah.
Then like he has a parachute with like the Union Jack on it.
Right. Very.
I love that.
Very good. Very good.
Talking about the Union Jack.
Tell me.
Perth Glory's new prospective owner.
So we talked about it last week, and we were quite positive on this story.
Yeah.
So let's go back to the London Football Exchange.
Yeah.
We were quite positive because I just thought, if they're an established company, nothing really can go wrong. But there have been so many reports, I couldn't keep up with them.
Yeah, there's
pretty
like,
much. Long story short, the owner of this company, London Football Exchange,
the owner, yeah,
is just a loony.
He seems
like a loony.
He seems different. I'll say that. He looks like an East End's gangster. It's
Yes.
like he's from Top Boy.
Yes. I have no real problems with this. And I still think, like, Tony Sage released a good article today talking to the Perth Glory fans. And I agree with everything he said. He's always going to put the club first. I know he loves the club because he loses money every year.
Yeah.
You know. And so I just trust the decision he make will be for the best interest.
Yeah,
of the club.
100%. Like people giving him like shit. Oh, he wants to like sell out. No, like he's been there for that long. He could have sold it when we like went over the cap or something, or when like he lost his first like 10 million on the club.
Yeah, the salary cap. He could have packed up bags. He stayed. We've done well since then.
Just people like aren't grateful for like what like he's put into the club. I feel like.
I agree, Joe. I don't like this because I don't know a lot about Nick Tana, the previous owner.
Yeah.
But there's like a secret underbelly of Perth community who are like calling for Nick Tana's name at every every second.
Yeah.
I don't really because I don't know much about Nick Tana. So
because people maybe are so nostalgic about those days.
Yeah, I'd say so.
And because there was success back then, maybe. I don't know.
But I'm a Tony Sage man.
Oh, 100%. Like he seemed like a great bloke.
Great bloke.
Back to the game we were talking about.
Yeah. Oh, there's one thing that really annoys me. So if we look at the team, we're looking at the team sheets now. Wellington have been playing 4-4-2 all year, but on the screen prior to this game, it showed Wellington were playing 4-3-3, and like that annoys me so much.
Because all the telecasts from Wellington, they're not done by like Fox Sports. They're done by the New Zealand Sky Sports.
Yes.
And like because like if you look at like the score thing in like the top corner, it's always like a different layout.
Yeah, it is.
But like even the Melbourne City like starting 11 that Sky Sports showed, they played like it was like a 3-4-2 with like Susa Yeta up front and like McLaren playing as like a DM or something.
It annoys me so much. So who's the previous Melbourne City coach? What's his name?
Warren Joyce.
So if we were doing the podcast last year, I would have slammed Warren Joyce because I could not work out if they're playing a back three or a back four or a back five week to week. And Fox Sports couldn't work it out either. And there was one time where like on paper it said back three.
Yeah. And
they're interviewing him. And they're like, so the back three tonight wasn't working. He's like, well, we played a back four.
It's just all mind games, I reckon.
Pathetic.
Anything more from this game? Big ups to all the people going to games in wherever that game was.
Auckland. Yeah, the fans are incredible.
Was it Eden Park? Yeah, it was.
Potentially. Mombear complained about the wind, but both teams had to do with
probably
the wind.
because he was scared to blow his hat off and
his glasses.
Possibly.
But Wellington, just the same things we've been saying all year about them. They've just been really good.
Like Mirinovic as well, not a good game.
Yeah.
Where do Wellington find all these good keepers from?
I don't know.
Who's their goalkeeper scout? Like, someone get on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
Anyway, we'll catch a train. Oh, no, we'd catch a flight from... Where was that game?
Auckland.
From Auckland to
was it in
Parramatta.
Auckland? I've said Auckland 10 times.
Somewhere in New Zealand.
Okay.
To Western Sydney in Parramatta.
I watched this game, but I was in the process of making a pizza. I had homemade dough as well.
Where was I on
You
Saturday?
said you were...
I was at a 21st.
Okay.
Yeah, so I watched the extended highlights, courtesy of KO again.
Right.
Please sponsor us.
Did you say you were making lunch?
That was the next game.
Okay.
Okay.
So, let me tell you about this game, Joe.
Okay, you talk.
The first 15 minutes, Western Sydney came out of the gates absolutely flying.
Yeah.
And the Jets looked absolutely horrendous. Bobby Burns gave away a penalty. Duke slotted it home.
Bobby Burns, very inconsistent.
Very inconsistent.
When he's good, he's awesome, but when he's like not on form,
he looks pretty average. So, but then, since the first 15 minutes, the Jets came at Western Sydney, absolutely dominated the whole game, deserved to win.
Yeah.
They came back in the game with Matt Miller. But the Jets were so good this game, and like the last 60 minutes was just like the Western Sydney we've seen all year, just like very, very bad.
Because this was a Carl Robinson.
Carl Robinson, yes.
That was his first game in charge for the Jets.
Yes, and I think he said really positive things. I think he speaks very well. Angus Thurgate was impressive, and Carl Robinson talked him up. Yeah,
Thurgate, the Port Macquarie Pele, they call him.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Matt Miller was superb this game. I think I've given Matt Miller probably too much. So John.
Can't even get my name right.
Jason Hoffman out of the lineup.
Good.
Get him
no,
out.
I like play Jason Hoffman like defense because that's
but I wouldn't play him over Matt Miller though. So.
Oh, no chance. Matt Miller's a baller.
No, Jets were so good. The 3-5-2 worked quite well for them. But obviously Western Sydney were matching up the same. The electrical storm pushed this game back like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh no, even longer.
It could have been worse.
Could have been worse.
This is like another thing about climate change affecting kickoff times in the A-League.
Yeah.
It's not a conspiracy anymore. It's like
it does affect kickoff time. So they had to because it was pissing down with rain. So they were in the change rooms passing balls. Yeah. I don't think enough preparation goes into this because they were all in disarray in the change rooms. They zoomed in.
I could imagine that. Anything else from this game? Italiano, I noticed in this game he can't distribute the ball.
No, he makes mistakes frequently.
No, yeah,
he's a good keeper. I think his distribution's so.
Yeah, because that's it's already cost him one goal last week. It nearly cost him another goal this week as well.
So
could have been that one.
Yeah, Dookie hit the post I think in the first.
But
half.
yeah, if he can't kick it short, which is already risky, just get it out of there.
It's interesting how his distribution is quite poor. I mean, obviously he did play in the NPL a little bit.
I think it's time he shaves his head as well.
Oh yeah, hairline is bad.
Yeah, because it's thinning quite a lot, and he's fighting a losing battle.
It's true. If I was a Jet supporter, I'd be looking forward to the rest of the season. Western Sydney, Di Marini, I still cannot believe that because they talked about how Di Marini used to run a lot of the training sessions.
Yeah.
And I've talked about this before.
Yeah.
But how can you give him the job after he's been there when they've been so bad?
Well, obviously,
and he was part of them being bad.
Obviously, he's just an interim manager for them. He won't be there next season for sure.
Is he an interim though?
Yeah, he will be. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
But
I feel like his title is an interim coach though.
He won't be there next season. I guarantee. Soccer podcast guarantee he won't be head coach next season.
I don't like him.
No, but during the week, Ernesto Valverdere.
Yeah.
Valverdere?
We did talk about this.
Did we talk about this? No, before we did. We weren't recording.
No, Joe. We definitely. I crossed it out.
No. Okay. Anyway, Ernesto Valverdere.
Joe, we literally talked about this.
I reckon next.
Okay, Western Sydney coach. We didn't talk about that. Yeah, Valverde is gone for the Western Sydney job.
Yeah, because Gombert, he coached Western Sydney. They probably know each other from Barcelona.
Yes.
They probably have a WhatsApp group chat.
Yeah, I can't believe you forgot we talked about this. But
we definitely didn't.
We did.
It's been a long day, Trent.
We were going to record tomorrow night after I had finished training at 9:30. We couldn't do it.
No.
You couldn't survive.
Nah, it's too late for me now.
All right, Joe, let's move on.
So yeah, that game, 1-1.
1-1. Jets deserve to win though.
Yeah. So the next game we catch a flight to Western Melbourne to where was this game played?
I don't know where this stadium. I don't know the Western United Stadium name.
Somewhere in Melbourne. It was a footy oval.
So they matched up. So okay, this is my thing. Antonio Conte brought the 3-4-3 into at Chelsea.
3-5. Oh yeah, 3-4-3. Yeah,
3-4.
in his league he brought the 3-5-2.
3-5-2.
This is interesting because he didn't really bring it. He stole it from.
Well,
No,
3-5-2 is very Italian. Further back.
Because there was beef between Antonio Conte and another Italian coach. What's his name? He coached Napoli. He just got fired from Torino.
I'm not sure.
I forgot his name, but anyway, there was massive beef between them because they were oh, I brought this formation to the league, da 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 da.
Right.
But yeah,
interesting on Antonio Conte, Joe. Friend of the show, Adrian Madashi, who used to play for Newcastle Jets.
Friend of the show. Okay, yep, go on.
Great bloke. I've worked with him I did a little bit of coaching with him.
He's built like a tank.
He's built like a tank.
Boy.
He told me something very interesting. So, because he did play in Serie B, and he played against teams Antonio Conte was coaching.
Yeah.
And you know how on Conte you'd think of him as a defensive coach? Would you agree? Because he plays a lot of three at the back.
In his first few years, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So he was saying that Antonio Conte, when he coached a Serie B team, would play 4-2-4, something outrageously.
This is popular in Serie because Pescara played 4-2-4 as well under Zdeněk Zeman.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Zdeněk Zeman also said recently that he would like to come to Australia.
Okay. Oh, really?
But since then, he's said some extremely sexist stuff.
Right.
And I don't think any club wants to touch him.
Okay.
Like, rightly so. But
Fair enough. So yeah, no, that was really interesting when you told me that. Because I always thought, because I'm a Chelsea fan, kind of. Soccer pod exclusive. I always thought, obviously, I really liked Chelsea under Conte because they were very defensive. But yeah, Conte was so attacking, and Adrian was playing centre back against. He said that was just like they had 4 forwards at all time running.
Yeah.
Interesting. But this game, both teams 3-4-3. So they've copied. So Popovich took the Conte mold, and then everyone else has copied it.
Yeah. Yeah, this game was horrible to watch. I was barely watching it. I was making lunch.
I was on a wide tour.
I was making like a big thing of like chicken teriyaki to last me like the week at work. Mm-hmm. So I was like watching it and I was in the background. So,
okay.
But what I saw a tweet. So Diamanti started on the bench.
Yes.
Like our favourite player.
Yes.
And he was like on the bench. He was like having a walk around. He's having a coffee.
So good.
Like pre-game, not Gatorade or like whatever. Like you have
coffee.
like a Lucozade or whatever. He's just having like a long Mac topped up.
I love it. Now, Western United's starting like 11 changes every week. So Inai, the new import, started. He was rubbish because he made a mistake for the first goal.
Yeah, the goal was his fault.
That was the starting debut for, I made a note of this, I don't know how to pronounce his name, Irad Akunda. Centre midfield.
Yep.
But their centre midfield and stocks change every week. So who was Skodardis?
Yeah, I'm not going to try to say that.
So I just don't trust Rudan because he's changing, he's chopping and changing.
There's a lot more rumours this week as well that he's like definitely lost the changing room.
He has to. They're starting 11 changes so often. No consistency. Yeah.
But no, Brisbane, like alternatively though, they look
I've been very consistent.
Yeah, even though this game probably wasn't their best game, probably because Western United are a very defensive team.
Yeah. But Brisbane can grind out results.
Like Inman has that X factor. Won the ball, nice little assist to Maratovic. Yeah,
Who scored the winner?
Yeah, the brother that scored. Good on him. That's his 2-2 for him, the young fella.
I think so. We saw Aidan O'Neill come back, push JSA a little bit further up the field, which is impressive. And JSA has been pretty good, as we've said before. Yeah, but Brisbane have finding the consistency we talked about last week, I think.
Yep.
That they're definitely looking a threat.
Also, about Alessandro Diamanti. He's like got like a website out now where he sells like his like t-shirt
Poibor.
for his like.
Oh no, is the website called that?
Yeah, like for the website like Poibor.
Yeah.
I bought my t-shirt. It's a good cause as well. Like I think all the proceeds are going towards the bushfires.
Oh, good on him.
So yeah, like big ups to Diamanti and his wife, like just doing like things for Australia.
I like. Are you gonna wear your t-shirt?
As soon as it comes straight, yeah, for sure. I'm gonna wear it like when Western United play in Perth.
I probably should have bought one.
No, they're still on sale now.
Okay.
But like they don't get shipped until like the end of the month though. So
fair enough.
yeah, I'm counting down the hours
Still
for
got
it.
a while to wait.
Yeah. Apart from that was all the games this week.
4 games. Glory play FC Tokyo tomorrow.
Yeah, Sydney play Yokohama Marinos.
What's his name? Antoine Stockholm.
Yep, that's him. And Victory play someone.
Okay.
Yep. But yeah, like surely, like this is like the fixturing as well. Like I have a pickle.
Yeah, talk about this.
Like surely whoever's playing in Australia in the Asian Champions League, either Perth, Sydney or Victory, surely they can play another game in the A-League.
Yeah, so if they're home games in the Asian Champions League.
Or actually that means... No, because otherwise they'd have to verse one of the other 3 teams. So no, that wouldn't work.
No, let's just put it in the glory of versus Brisbane this week in Perth. And then versus Tokyo on Tuesday. Oh no, but they're playing away.
Yeah.
No, okay, so let's hypothetical.
Okay, no, it was a bad theory.
No, hypothetical. Let's just say Glory are playing FC Tokyo at home on Tuesday.
Yeah, if there's 2 Australian teams playing at home that are in the Champions League, surely they play on like a Friday night, then they have a game on the Tuesday in Champions League, whether that be like in Australia.
Okay, yeah, okay. So it'd have to be, so let's say Perth v Sydney Friday night.
Yeah.
And Sydney and Perth are both playing an Asian Champions League home game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That would work.
All right, yeah.
It's a lot of factors at play there.
Yeah, like a bit of like scheduling and all that.
Okay.
But like...
No, that potentially.
4 games isn't enough.
So obviously in England, they can play cup games midweek. I know if you play in like League 2, they play 3 games a week essentially.
Yeah, but they play like 44 games a season though.
Yeah, ridiculous. So I think Australians should, or the A-League teams should get used to playing more games.
I want to see like a 38 game season, or just like verse everybody 3 times equally. So next season there's 12 teams, so you verse everyone, so that's 11. That's 33 games, and when you verse everyone equally.
It is true. I think there's an argument to be made, like it cuts into the AFL season and then we lose.
But
viewers.
fans are going to go to the A-League games though.
Yes.
Like I don't care if you're an A-League, like just watch the sport you like to follow. If that's soccer, footy, whatever, I don't care. Just go to the games.
I agree.
Like
I agree.
Yeah, like yeah.
I agree, Joe.
Like don't be a Euro snob as well. Like why wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning to watch like whoever play. Just go down the road, watch your local team play.
I 100% agree with this.
Support your local guys.
100% agree.
Even though I'm wearing a Juventus kit. But anyway,
Good rant.
we got some Q&As this week.
We did. So you posted this not that long ago, so we've only got...
We did it last night because
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, we got the first question from a regular no-nonsense defender. He says, milk and sugar.
So...
I'm guessing this is like milk with like a teaspoon of sugar in it. I'm going to say no.
He's talking about coffee.
No, he just said milk and sugar though, so there's no coffee implied.
He's inferring we are intelligent people.
But he hasn't implied coffee at all.
Joe, you're not very good at reading through the lines.
He just said milk
Between
and
the
sugar.
lines. I have milk in my coffee, no sugar.
Oh yeah, I have like a touch of like a dash of milk. So it's like, what's it called?
Is it a long...
Is it a short? No, a long mac's a long, so a short mac's shorter.
Okay.
I think. So the next question as well, Chicken Treat Fan Club, regular of the show.
Mm-hmm.
He asked, can I pay my Patreon fee in London Football Exchange tokens?
100%.
Yeah, I reckon, yeah.
Send us all your tokens.
It seems like a very good investment.
I think so. So Tony Sage was talking about how, like, so our cryptocurrency segment last week was fantastic.
Yeah.
So let's just say that. So somehow cryptocurrency and A-League fans will intertwine and will live happily ever after.
Okay, so like in Europe, a few clubs like have like exchanges. Like there's one place called like Sokkah or Socios or something.
So can I like buy into the club with Bitcoin?
Because I know like Juventus do it.
Okay.
But like Juventus, like one, they're listed on like the Italian stock exchange. You can just like buy them like shares in Juventus through that way.
Publicly traded company, essentially.
Yeah, pretty much. But also they're with like this like Bitcoin thing.
My glasses on.
But I think what Juventus do, you can buy these tokens, and you can like use them to vote on like club experiences. You could like buy merchandise with these tokens.
Okay. Oh, that's good.
So like one of the things Juventus did, I saw someone tweet this. It was like you could like with these tokens, you could vote for like what like goal celebration song there would be.
I rate that.
Yeah, like I don't know if I like. It just seems like I don't know.
I rate buying merch with because that's actual tangible.
Yeah, but like I don't know. Like sure, yeah, it just seems still like very like new to me.
Very new. Obviously, I think we'd be a pioneering club in this industry,
especially like in like the Asia Pacific region for
100%,
sure.
100%.
But yeah, the next footage is this is okay. John asked regular of the show. He says, with the overnight footage of Musa Mariga being racially vilified in Portugal, will I be visiting Portugal in summer to sort this mess out? This is so poor. Oh, this is bad.
The world, I don't understand. Like, the world is going backwards in a lot of instances, and like, yeah, I don't understand how these fans are like doing this.
So like, what happened? Like would have been overnight for us. Like yesterday. Yeah. There was a game in Portugal. And this Musa Mariga guy, he's an African player. He was getting like booed and all that. It was like racially taunted and all that. So he wanted to walk off the pitch.
And everyone was stopping him.
Yeah, and like his players, like his own teammates, were like trying to like no, you need to play. And
like, no, if he wants to walk off, let him walk off.
Yeah, but they were being like aggressive to him as well, which is like
just fueling the fire.
Yeah, like they're not like supporting his teammate, who's obviously getting like all this like shit thrown at him.
He'd be, the emotions going through his mind at the moment. Oh, at that moment.
Yeah.
Let him walk off. If he wants to walk off, let him walk off.
Like we need to see people walking off the pitch.
That's right. So this happened in Germany. Very similar, like last night as well. But there was a different response completely. I think the fans like pointed to the guy, or there was a group of people shouting racial abuse. The fans like got the security over to them and kicked them out. So
Germany's very good with that now.
I think it was almost an anti-Nazi train. So
yeah. Okay.
Joe will be going to Portugal to sort it out.
Yeah, 100%. I'll sort out the relations there.
Public relations.
Yeah, John with another question. This is a good one. I like it. You read it out.
Okay. If the A-League was to take some of the All-Star Weekend concepts for Grand Final Weekend...
Basketball.
I'm a big fan of the NBA as well. What events would you have? Who'd win the Skills Challenge? What events? Crossbar Challenge.
Yep.
So are we just going to copy Sokkah AM?
Yep. So Sokkah AM, they're like a UK thing, and they do like a top bin challenge.
Yeah.
I'd love to see like A-League clubs do a top bin challenge.
Yeah.
100-meter race at halftime at the GF.
Okay.
For sure. Imagine that.
I reckon some like dribbling in between cones, and you got to get through all the cones as quick as you can.
Yeah. There can be like a shuttle race.
Shuttle race. Yep.
Yeah.
Who would win the skills? So I'll say we make a skills challenge where it's like a circuit.
Yeah.
So you dribble through crossbar, dribble through goal.
Something like that. It'd have to be a foreigner. Australians aren't good enough for that.
Yeah, it's someone with good technique.
Australians don't have, especially like the younger generation coming up, they can run, they can but they don't have any technical ability.
Joe, that's a great segue into the Football Centres podcast.
Yeah, anyway, we'll get to that soon. But yeah, we also had a comment to this one, like what other events would they have in like the A-League All-Stars weekend?
Yes.
One was guess the handball decision.
That's going to be
That's
very
a very
tough.
good one.
The players need to do this.
Because no one knows what's happening.
Yep.
The second one was explain the VAR decision.
Again. So this is players who will be guessing this.
Yeah, I can. Why
They'll have
not?
no
That's what
idea.
we need.
No, so who's going to win the skills challenge?
Because Castro would be playing in the GF.
Yes.
So will Ninkovic.
Yes, so Diamanti.
Diamanti would. No, Diamanti's playing in the GF as well.
No, how is Ninkovic and Diamanti playing in the GF?
No, actually, Diamanti and Castro will be playing in the GF.
Western United to the finals.
Diamanti will just find a 3-ball somehow
Joe,
and win them the game.
Rudan is lost the plot.
This is what Western United are missing. Someone who can run between the lines of a defence.
Burgess does that.
Yeah, but that's one player.
But
They need,
they're
like, a
so
striker.
deep. But they're naturally so deep. But it's just too slow.
Yeah.
They just park the bus.
So they need someone who can just run, and Diamanti will find him.
or just press higher and be a
Or
more
that.
exciting team to watch.
Yeah.
Mark Rudan.
But yeah, next question is, what is your A-League five-a-side indoor team?
So we've actually prepared this.
We have. I forgot who's in it, but
Tando Valafi.
yep, big ups.
We've done a lot of these. That's all right.
It's different every week though.
Mark Warren and Kevin Muscat.
Mark Warren, this actually makes sense because he plays indoor.
Yes, he
was
does.
in the Australia six-a-side World Cup team or whatever.
He was. I didn't go watch, but I believe he was.
Yeah, I was in Perth. We didn't go.
You know, actually, funny enough, I played with someone who played in that tournament. So I went to Gold Coast for university games to play football with Curtin University, and our team was rubbish. But there was one bloke who did Curtin online who lives in Sydney.
Yeah,
What's his name? Brad Bartels, friend of the show.
big ups.
He played for Appia Leichhardt at the time, so he lived in Sydney, did Curtin online, and managed to play for Curtin in the new game tournament.
Good. Yeah.
And then he played
Big
in the
ups.
six-a-side tournament.
And yeah, last question.
Oh, no, we didn't finish it.
Oh,
No.
we got three people in.
Hold on. Kevin Muscat, Mark Warren, Andre Zinho, because he needs some skills.
Yeah, always need one skiller in the team.
And Victor Sokkah, because we played five-a-side against Victor Sokkah.
We did, and he killed us.
He did, and my dad also went to Victor Sokkah's wedding in Bali. The more you know.
Last question. Sokkah's coming home says, "Are you my Wonderwall?" Yes.
All right, that's a good joke.
I think on that note.
On that note,
Oh yeah, talk about your other podcast.
my other podcast. Oh, the segue was I'm the host. So
Yeah.
what I noticed is when I say something stupid, you usually say something stupid very quickly, and it kind of flows that way.
I wouldn't say stupid, but light-hearted is the word to say.
Lighthearted, just because you have a job. And so it's a very good. So we had a provisional psychologist on the panel, and we talked about mental health in football. It was a great chat we had, but it was very serious.
Yep.
And so as a host, because I'd really have to ask correct questions, because if I said something completely off the topic, there was no one to butt in straight away.
Yeah.
So it's quite tough being a host, a single
Yep.
host. But the Football Centre podcast, if you'd like to listen to, the first episode's about mental health. The second one will be about the Football Centre in general and a bit of coaching, youth development.
Yeah. But
I'm the host.
yeah, on that note, guys, have a good week. Yeah, eat healthy, go to the gym.
Okay. How did you guys do this week?
I went 2 hours ago. I legit did.
Okay. You told me that.
That's why I'm slouched back. I'm tired.
Okay. You were quite on the ball today.
Yeah, I had a coffee right before we started.
Okay. You should probably do that more often.
But yeah, no worries, guys. Enjoy. Hope you like this episode. If you're still here,
We're going to record. If you're still here, leave a like and
that's
subscribe.
a very weak handshake, by the way. There we go. All right. Cheers, guys.
Bye.
Bye.